Chef Tony Mataz for BBQGuys.com. I've got my Scottsdale MHP grill fired up to about 550 degrees, and today we'll be making chicken quesadillas. Hope you're interested, and I hope you'll watch. It's a very quick recipe. All you need is about 2.5 to 3 pounds of this. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You could use boneless, skinless chicken breast, or just about any piece you have laying around. You could also use beef, you could use shrimp. Use your imagination, but today we're doing boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now first you want to marinate these for about 30 minutes at least, up to no more than 8 hours. Unless you have a Revio Marivac, which is a vacuum marinator, then you only need about 20 minutes. But today I'll be showing you this method. All you need, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher or sea salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, half of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of fresh chili powder, ground, 1 clove of garlic, finely minced, about 1/4 cup of fresh, rough chopped cilantro, and the juice of 1 lime. Now all you have to do is mix all this around really well. You also could, depending on what you had going on or how the chicken came, you could just pour all of this into a plastic zip top container, like a zip top bag, and put everything there together, let as much air out as possible, seal it up, and then throw it all in the fridge and let it marinate. If you do go back in the fridge with it, you want to try to make sure that you take it out at room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes to let it come down to temp a little bit before you start working with it, putting it on the grill. You also need, and it depends on how many you're going to make. Today I plan to make 2 quesadillas, so I have 4, you want 10 to 12 inch tortillas. You could make, this recipe will probably handle making about maybe 4. I'm doing 2, but it'll probably make 4 quesadillas total. So you could also, so you can make more if you're interested. You want to, if you're interested in this, take half of a diced purple onion and half of a diced red bell pepper. You could also use green or red, yellow, and green, doesn't really matter. Mix it around, put a little olive oil or some other vegetable oil, a little salt, cold pinches, and about a pinch of fresh ground black pepper. Something this quick and simple, has a lot of applications obviously. You'll just put this on the grill for a few minutes, 5 minutes tops, and I mean, you might as well, as far as I'm concerned. This is going to take you 20-30 minutes at least. Might as well get that part, get you some good flavor in. Be back in just a second, or actually in about 5 minutes, to check on those and get everything put together. I just removed the bell peppers and the onions from the grill, and it's time to get the all of our chicken thighs on. So all they're going to need is about between 3 and 5 minutes, depending on your grill, on each side. So I'm going to grill them up. We'll let them cool a little bit, slice them, and we'll build our quesadillas. Once your chicken's ready, all you want to do is just put a little foil tint over it after you pull it off the grill. You just want to let it sit 5 or 10 minutes, just kind of get the juices redistributing back to where they need to be. While that's going on, you blend up everything else, and when it's ready, you'll be ready. Mixing bowl. Depending on how many you're making, and like I said, I'm making 2 today, I have 1 finely diced fresh jalapeno, 2 tablespoons of cilantro, fresh, chopped, about 1 cup of diced tomatoes, pretty much any kind will do. Roma or cherry or grape tomatoes would be the best to grab, but like I said, pretty much any kind will do, whatever you've got. That's why I say 1 cup. Alright, you want to add in your onions and bell peppers. Alright, you want to add a little salt and a little pepper. let this sit a little while. And in just a second, we're going to chop up that chicken. We'll get it all put together and make our quesadilla. Stick around. Once your chicken has rested about 5 minutes, remove the tent, and you're ready to get started. All you're going to do is a little rough chop, which is why you don't have to wait till it cools down completely, because you're not going to be handling with your hands enough to really burn yourself, even if your hands are not used to grabbing too many hot objects. When you're ready to construct your quesadillas, all you have to do, take your tortilla, set it on a flat surface. I like to put a little bit of cheese so there'll be cheese on both sides, and you'll see what I mean when you actually finish. Put however much chicken or roasted vegetables, seafood, whatever kind of quesadillas you happen to be making. Put as much as you'd like on there. Take your vegetable blend and jalapenos, spread it out a little bit like that. If you're not used to doing this kind of stuff and you want to make sure that you have enough for however many you decide to make, go ahead and pre-divide each different portion before you make them to equal however many you're going to make, and that way you don't have to worry about running out. I'm not that concerned. I'm only making 2, so I don't have to worry about those kind of things. Put some more cheese on top. A lot of cheese. Then you place the other tortilla on top like that. And I'd like to brush mine down with a little olive oil, just so they get sort of a kind of a golden brown when they cook. I'm going to be using a pizza peel today just to make it a little bit more simple. When I do turn them on the grill, this bad boy right here is called the Big Fish spatula. It's made by Charcoal Companions. I'm going to be testing this out today. I think it's going to work out pretty well for us. And then for cutting, of course, I have the pizza Q. You don't have to have this, but this makes it pretty quick and easy, and it's pretty cool. It's a long blade pizza cutter. Once you have all of your quesadillas made, you're ready to put them on the grill. Also, while you're doing the last part, I meant to tell you, you want to make sure to go down to about medium heat on your grill for this portion of it. Let your temp drop down just a little bit. You don't want to burn them up. All right, we'll get that one on the grill. And that one. The quesadillas have been on for about 3 or 4 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and give them a flip. There we go. All right, the quesadillas have been on for about 8 minutes. I think they're definitely ready to come off. So, at this point, all we have left to do is to cut them and eat them. So, here we go. I like to cut mine 4 ways, but if you just want to do twice, I'll zoom you in later, but just for now, as you see, nothing wrong with that. But it depends on how many people you're feeding too, of course. I'll do it both ways so that when we zoom in, you get to look at it, and if you make them, you can decide yourself how you'd like to cut them. Grilled chicken quesadillas, 4 slices, 2 slices, you decide. I hope you enjoyed making grilled chicken quesadillas with me today. I enjoyed making them on the MHP. I think it performed pretty well for us. And I definitely hope you'll come back. I think we both know that with the cilantro in there and all those jalapenos, these will definitely smoke the competition. Thanks for watching today.